want to say Shalom. First, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And we're the Hebrew Israelites, the brothers of the NYC camp. Raise it?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We're the Hebrew Israelites, and we're the brothers of the NYC camp, and we're just here doing a sit-down video. You know, first I want to go into the recent U.S. sanctions that was made on Iran, and their plan, the plan of Esau Edom, right? Trump, the government is to restrict or limit Iran's nuclear development, because they're like, if we put sanctions on them, and then that will bring down their economy, so then they don't have enough bread to develop the nuclear missiles that they want.
Yeah, they're probably trying to put an economic stranglehold on them to get them to submit to the wants of America, man.
Yeah.
Which they do to a plethora of nations, man. They put on the economic sanctions, so basically get the people of your country to revolt against you, man. Because if shit is dire in the streets, the economy is fucked up.
Yeah.
The people is gonna be in what? In a rebellious sedition spirit, and that's what they're trying to do with Iran.
Yeah.
That's what they've been trying to do.
Yeah.
But they're just trying to make it a tighter grip on the economy.
Yeah, and also they're really doing it is because of the news recently before this, and that's that Iran wants to develop a 19,000 kilometer missile, like a long range missile, because right now their range can only travel from Iran to
Like the Middle East, Israel.
Yeah, like the Middle East, but the missiles that they want to develop now, I looked it up. It's like 7,000 mile range, 9,000 mile range missiles. So that's the prophecy of Joel, But first I want to go into Ecclesiastes. No, I'm sorry. Get a second Esdras if you can.
Which chapter?
Second Esdras, the 16th chapter.
Which verse?
1 second. You could start at the top.
This is the book of Second Esdras, chapter 16.
Oh, I'm sorry. Start at verse 5.
Second Esdras 16, verse 5. Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away?
Yes, and the plagues can be pestilence going into viral disease outbreak, right? That all type of disease all type of diseases are popping up everywhere in the northeast region and all over the U.S., right? But the plagues can also be referred to as missiles, because a plague is like an infestation of something, like if there was 100 of these waters, right, and they gather them together, it would be like a plague of all the water. NYC as a plague of rats, which is an infestation of rats.
Yeah.
Right?
That's a good point.
So the plagues are talking about the missiles, because when you read down, it explains it, that the plagues are the missiles, right? So it says,
Verse 6. May any man drive away an hungry lion in the wood, or may anyone quench the fire in stubble when it had begun to burn?
Yeah.
May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer.
So that's it right there, right? So verse 6 is explaining, basically, no one can stop these scenarios. May any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood? No, because the lion is like the head of the jungle. That's the
It's
line,
fierce.
yeah, line is very fierce, right? So no one can stop a lion when he's hungry in the wood. No one. Or may anyone quench the fire in the stubble? You know, the stubble is when the remaining of, you know, what's burnt. That's it. You know, no one's gonna be able to quench it. When it hath begin to burn, may one turn again the arrow that is shut off of a strong archer. And the arrow, the arrows is talking about the missiles, the ICBMs mainly, because that's the long range missiles,
Yeah.
which meaning intercontinental, that can reach the Western Hemisphere, right? But it's being shot off from the Eastern Hemisphere, like Russia, Iran. They're currently developing long range missiles. That's why they want to stop they want to stop their economy because they're scared, right? So like Russia, China, Iran, right? Countries with nuclear capability, right? So can you read verse 5 again?
Con. 2nd Ezra chapter 16 verse 5. Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away?
What is he that may drive them away? That means that, like what they're doing right now, Trump, you know, the government, Esau, Edom, no matter what they do, they can't stop prophecy. Like, it's impossible. But they're trying to, but they can't, right? Because prophecy means to say before. So Babylon's destruction, right, is written of basically all over, from the Old Testament to the New Testament. So it's gonna happen. Like no matter what they try to do, it's gonna happen. So plagues are sent unto you, meaning the missiles is sent from the other side of the world to Babylon the Great, which is America. And what is he that may drive them away? No.
Yeah.
No. Can you go on?
Con. Verse verse 8. The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it?
So says the mighty Lord. That's Yahweh, right? Yahweh through his son Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. Right? So the Most High is going to be the one to actually activate the nuclear war, right? In the midst of WW3. So it says the mighty Lord sendeth the plague. So the Lord is going to have the angels activate those missiles, going to press the red button, whatever button it is, you know, maybe click something on the computer, right? The Lord is going to be the one to do that because they don't want to do it, right? Can you look up something called mutually assured destruction?
Yeah, I have my phone.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Mutually destroy. You can look it up,
Yeah.
but I can probably get like a brief overview.
Yeah.
It just basically means that it really refers to like nuclear powers, like mainly Russia and America.
Yeah.
Like if one of the countries shoot off missiles,
Yeah.
the other country is going to shoot off missiles, and both countries is going to be destroyed, basically. You understand? So that's why there hasn't been a nuclear war because of mutually assured destruction. You can go ahead.
Yeah, this is mutually assured destruction, MAD, M-A-D, is a military theory. It states that a full nuclear war between two or more countries, because it's not just Russia and the U.S. not just Russia and the U.S. have missiles. You have many countries that have missiles. Isaiah 14 says, as thou become as weak as we, because now it's an even playing field. Now it's an even ground. Before, it was U.S. is right here with all the power, and the other nations are right here. And plus, their economy wasn't like how it is now. They were poor, but now.
That's Joel 3.
Yeah.
Let me get that for you real quick.
Yeah. Now it's like this. Now it's an even playing field.
Yep. Joel chapter 3, verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. This is talking about the natural born Gentiles. Moabites, Ammonites, other Elamites, so on and so forth, Ishmaelites. Prepare war, wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. cons, because like what the brother was saying, when you go back like 50, 60 years ago, a lot of these nuclear nations like China, Pakistan, India, North Korea, they were agrarian societies.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like China, what was big in China? Rice.
Mm-hmm.
Rice, farming rice. They was heavily on agriculture. But the Lord put the spirit upon the leaders over there in those countries to, nah, fuck that. Let's go towards the military industrial complex.
Yep.
And they built up their military as to where today, China, even Russia, North Korea, India, Pakistan, a lot of those countries that are nuclear powers or military powers, Iran, they were built up from agrarian societies to military powers, man.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And that's the spirit that the Lord put upon them. Going back to Joel 3. Beat your plowshares into swords. Plowshares is what? A farming instrument.
Yeah.
An agrarian instrument. So fuck that farming shit. Military.
Yeah.
And your pruning hooks into spears. Pruning hooks, that's another farming instrument. Let the weak say I'm strong. Kind of let the weak say I'm strong. So yeah, going back to the 1950s, 40s, 60s, these countries was known as, like the brother was saying, poor countries, man. But now today, nah, we strong just like you, man.
Mm-hmm.
We have the missile too. You know, so you can't just bully us or fuck with us.
Yeah.
And we seen that with Iran, man. America thought they was gonna run in and decimate them, but they holding their ground, man.
Yeah.
You understand? That's the weak saying why we strong. They say, nah, we not taking any old deal. Nah, we closing the Strait of Hormuz. We're gonna do all things. Like, yeah.
And I want to add on to that because now Iran is giving motivation to these other countries.
Yeah.
You know, now they're giving motivation to them. Like, yo, we could stand up against, you know, Babylon and Amalek. You know, we could stand up against the U.S. and Israel, right? So they're like, wait, if they could do it, that means we could do it. We should all join together against them.
Yeah. Because see, Trump got hot-headed because what they did to Venezuela, man.
Yeah.
They running out Venezuela, but really a lot of selling out happened in Venezuela. That's why they was able to run into Venezuela and take Maduro. Because a lot of them niggas sold out, man.
Yeah.
Because you could buy a nigga cheap, man. Them Jake don't even they Jakes, man. They Asherites, man, and they pour and give a Jake a couple $, man.
Yeah.
Jake gonna sell out, man.
Yeah, because that was
Easy.
That was too easy.
Yeah.
It was too easy.
Because a lot of the generals and shit, the chick that they have up in there, she basically sold out.
Oh.
What's her name right now?
I forgot her name.
Delcy.
Yeah.
Delcy Rodriguez, man. You see it on her face, man. She like, she through. They done told her, yo, this is what it is, bitch. You act up, you gonna get blasted too.
Yeah.
And she just gave up, man. Venezuela is basically a vassal state now, man.
Yeah.
Controlled by America, man. But that's what happened with Trump. See, the Lord put him in a trick bag, man. As he ran into Venezuela, he's like, oh, this shit was sweet.
Yeah.
Got Maduro, like, oh, let's do the same thing with Iran.
Yes.
Yeah, G. Yeah, them niggas are there. Them Elamites, them Persians, they in a different spirit. And through the spirit, the IRGC, I was thinking about this, the IRGC have to be the immortals coming back, man.
Yeah, bro.
Because that's the revolutionary guard over there in Iran, man. Those have to be the immortals coming back. Because they have that same spirit, man. That same super warrior spirit and like no backing down. Man.
Yeah.
Like the immortals, man. Because
Yeah.
everything we do, everything is reincarnated. And the immortals, they were Persians.
Yeah.
IRGC, the Iranians are Persians, man. So they have a whole spirit upon them. They have the national pride and they're ready to die for what they believe in, man. They have the whole martyrdom culture out there.
Yeah.
So it ain't like Venezuela, man, where niggas gonna sell out and you gonna just take the lead on. Nah. Them Persians, they ready to die for what they believe in. That goes into the Carmanians, man.
Yeah.
You understand? Salaki, man.
No. I want to add on to what you're saying, right? Dealing with Iran, they're a part of the list of Muslim countries, right? But they don't like to be associated with Arabs.
Yeah.
Even though they're Muslims.
Yeah, because they're Persians.
Yeah, they don't like it. They don't like if you're mistaken, call them like, are you Saudi Arabian? Like, what are you? Are you Arab? They don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
They'll fight you for it. So like they're different, right? The Lord is putting the spirit on them to be in the spirit that they were in the ancient world with Xerxes and Cyrus taking over shit.
Yeah. They're putting that warrior spirit upon them.
Yeah.
Man. And that's always a beautiful thing because they're one of the main players an end time prophecy because Ezekiel 38 tells you about Persia being allied to Gog and Magog, which Gog and Magog is Russia.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah. Let me get this. This is from ChatGPT. It says recent U.S. sanctions made on Iran. Yes, as of August 21st, 2026, the U.S. has recently imposed a series of sanctions targeting Iran. The latest measures have focused heavily on Iran's money, of Iran's money, oil, cryptocurrency, weapons procurement. That's important. Shipping, because they need to
Ship oil.
They need to ship oil and like import stuff, but also going into the parts that they need to make the missiles, like dealing with the chips and all that stuff. I believe that's going into Taiwan. The other company, TSMC, yeah, they deal with the chip manufacturing or the semiconductor for the chip manufacturing, right? So they need parts, you know. So they're trying to stop all that. You know, they're trying to block it with the sanctions. And the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. That's what you said, the IRGC.
Yep.
Yeah, so it says August 7th, Iranian let me just go to it. Like to the most important one. Okay, it says what these sanctions are trying to accomplish. In simple terms, the strategy is to make it harder. For the Iranian government to obtain and move money. It says Iranian oil, foreign currency, financial network, military RGC weapons, and regional operations. The U.S. is therefore attacking several points in that chain. So with this with its sanctions, they're attacking not just one point. It's like many things they're attacking at the same time, because they don't want them to develop those long range missiles ultimately, right? That's really what it's all about. But they have help from Russia. Like, because Trump is proud, like he's not really thinking about that. Even though he's getting orders, but still, that's a part of prophecy, the help from Russia. Ezekiel 38.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, you want to go to Ezekiel 38. Yeah, you go to Ezekiel 38. And if you want to get something before it too, it's fine.
No, it's there.
Yeah.
Ezekiel 38 from the top.
Let me see. Ezekiel 38. Yes.
Ezekiel 38:1. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Meshech, the land of Magog, and the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him.
Yeah. So the against Gog, the land of Magog, that's the land region of Russia right now.
Yeah.
Right. Go ahead.
Because ultimately the Lord is against Russia too, man. Because Russia is going to get destroyed in its last days and times. It's not going to be totally destroyed like America, but they're going to be involved in this World War III, and they're going to be heavily, because they're going to get nuked.
Yeah.
America going to release nukes on them. Certain those European countries going to release nukes on Russia too, man. So Russia is going to be decimated too.
Yeah.
But not to the same point as America.
And also, the reason why is the Lord is against them, because they're Edomites too. But the Lord is just using them.
Yeah, using Edomites to Egyptians against Egyptians.
Yeah. Satan divided against Satan.
Yep, exactly.
You could use that to say like, yo, the government in the U.S. is divided and the people are divided in the ideas.
But Esau as a whole is divided.
But Esau as a whole is divided.
Yep.
Yeah.
God. And say, thus say the Lord power, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. I will turn thee back and put hooks in thy jaws.
Yep. Turn them back to the way that they were before, when they were the head of the USSR. When they were the head of the Soviet Union, because when they were like that, they were they were a power. You know, right now they're trying to regain that power.
Yeah.
Right. The Lord is putting
During
hooks in that
during the
jaws.
Cold War.
Yeah, during the
Which, Slavi.
No, go ahead.
Which really, Putin was that guy to bring them back into that spirit, man.
Yeah.
Because after the Soviet Union fell, was in 1989?
1991?
Maybe something like that, but you can look it up.
Yeah.
Confirm that. They basically was in that docile spirit. I don't know, like Boris Yeltsin, I think was his name.
Yeah.
But then Putin came back into power in 2000. And Putin said the fall of the Soviet Union was the worst thing to happen. So Putin is really the one who brought them, the Lord used to bring them back into that spirit of that Soviet Union, reconquering different nations.
Yeah.
I think they invaded Georgia, they invaded Ukraine, so on and so forth, and they basically getting back in the spirit of being a global power on the stage. It's lucky, got it?
No, it says this is from Google AI Overview. It says the Cold War ended gradually between 1989 and 1991. It concluded symbolically with the fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989, and politically on December 26, 1991, when the Soviet Union officially dissolved. Yeah,
because the Soviet Union was like a conglomerate of different nations.
Yeah.
Of those different nations, like Georgia, Ukraine.
Yeah.
And then they split up, but like you were saying, Russia was like the head of the. Head of it. That was the chief nation of the Soviet Union. But what is Putin doing now? He's trying to reclaim a lot of those nations, man.
Ukraine, Poland.
Ukraine.
The thing that the Ukraine war, that's what's really about to regain.
Ukraine, Belarus is basically a part of Russia.
Yeah.
Georgia, the country Georgia.
Yeah.
All of these different nations, even like Romania, what was called like the Warsaw Pact.
Yeah.
All of that was like Soviet.
Mm-hmm.
I think Poland was a part of that one time. See, right now Poland is a part of NATO.
Yeah.
But at one time, a lot of those countries that are part of NATO were Soviet nations.
Okay.
That's why Russia is so mad about it, because they wasn't really supposed to expand so close to Russia, NATO.
Oh.
They got close to the border of Russia because Poland, and they was trying to make Ukraine next country. Ukraine and Russia borders each other.
Yeah.
So now their missiles just going to be like 30 minutes away from Moscow.
Oh.
So that's what really was the impetus to make Putin like, nah, fuck that, we invading Ukraine.
Yeah.
Because really, they wasn't supposed to go past, NATO wasn't supposed to expand past like maybe like Germany, or like, it was like past like the Warsaw Pact nations, which is like Poland, Latvia.
Yeah.
But then all of those nations became NATO nations.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Basically trying to block in Russia.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I think Norway too just became, Norway and Finland, one of the nations, which those countries border Russia too, on the north.
Yeah.
So the Lord putting that in the Soviet Union spirit that popped back upon like Russia and Putin.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nah, we see what you're doing, so we ready, man. We invading countries, and we ready to make moves against a lot of these border countries that you trying to make NATO countries, or that are NATO countries, man. You understand?
Yeah, and the Russian they have their alliance, right? That's completely opposite of the NATO and the EU. That's the BRICS.
Yeah, China, North Korea.
Yeah.
Which North Korea is sending troops to Russia right now to fight in the Ukraine war.
Yeah. That happened like a week ago or something.
Yeah, well, they've been sending for years, but they're sending them more. Like 50,
okay, yeah.
They're sending like 50,000 more.
Yeah.
Putin, request of Kim Jong-un,
yeah.
Eglon,
Eglon.
send troops over there to North Korea, to Russia to fight, man.
Yeah.
Because this World War III is gonna be a fight about really alliances, man. You
Yeah.
have Russia, China, those that Eastern alliance versus NATO and the EU.
Yeah.
Ultimately, even NATO gonna turn against America.
Yeah.
Pursuant to Revelation, what is 17?
Yeah.
The 10 horns shall hit the whore.
Yeah.
So like
that was interesting because it's not the NATO and the EU, because the BRICS deals with money. It deals with
economics.
Yeah, it is economics, right? So that's the EU. The EU deals with economics.
Yeah.
And then the NATO is the military.
Yep.
So the BRICS is like the mirroring of the EU. So I care about that.
No.
But can you continue reading?
Ezekiel 38.
Yeah.
Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 4. And I will turn thee back and put hooks in thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with buckler and shields, all of them handling swords.
Yes, and that's talking about the soldiers, the soldiers in different factions of the military. That's talking about, that's talking about their weapons, their tanks. Right now they have drones. They have advanced war helicopters. They have advanced war jets. They have technology. They have AI. So the Lord Yahweh Shemini Shai is putting that spirit on them for them to gather their army, gather all their weapons together for WW3, right? Verse 4, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, because the Lord is putting that same spirit on them now. Back then of when they were the head of the USSR. And I will bring thee forth and all thine army, so all the army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company. There's going to be millions of them, with bucklers and shields, and all of them handling swords. Now here it says Persia is modern day Iran, Ethiopia and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet. Yeah, because Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya, Russia is a help to them right now. So they're gonna be a help to Russia when that time comes. WW3. So Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togarmah of the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee, be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. So Russia, even Russia right now, when the war really got started, I think that was in early this year, March or February, when the whole thing with when the whole thing with Iran and Israel got started, then Israel dragged America into it. That's Jeremiah.
The least of the flock.
Yeah, the least of the flock shall draw them out. So little did they know, or they found out late, even though they kept on asking the question like, yo, is Russia helping Iran? And then Iran was like, no, but they weren't helping them, giving them soldiers and weapons. They were giving them info.
Intel.
Yeah,
Intelligence.
Yeah, they were giving them intelligence, because I think Iran didn't know like the exact location of the bases that was right next to them, like
U.S. troops.
Yes, in like those Arab countries that's right next to Iran. They didn't know exactly, but Russia told them.
Yeah, because one of the main things with war is information. Man.
Yeah.
You need information, intel on like, what's happening in the troop movements.
Yeah.
That's really like half the battle, man.
Yeah.
If you have that intel, that's what they call it, intelligence.
Yeah.
Then boom. Because you know where to hit, you know where to fire your missiles at, so
Yeah.
on and so forth. Especially in this day and age, man.
Yeah.
You know how to move, man. So that intel, that information is like, it's priceless, man.
Yeah.
And Russia was supplying Iran with a lot of information. Because that's what Iran supplies Russia with drones, man.
Yeah.
We call it the Shahed drone. That's like the main drone that the Iranians make, the Shahed.
Yeah.
So they're providing Russia with military weapons, man. So and Russia providing them with intel.
Yeah.
You understand? Because it's all about alliances, man, and networks, man. You understand?
Yeah, it's true. I wanna get another scripture. You could get Habakkuk 2 and verse 3, right?
Habakkuk 2 and 3.
Yeah.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie.
Yep. So the vision is talking about the prophecies, because the Lord gave visions to the prophets and dreams, which a dream is a vision, right? So the Lord Lord gave them prophecies, in the form of visions and dreams, and then they prophesied it, and then they wrote it down. And right now we have the Bible. Is there for an appointed time, just like all the other doctor's appointment. Say a doctor's appointment to say foot doctor, or dermatologist, whatever, for 11 a.m. Friday, right? If you go there 11 a.m. Thursday, that's not the appointed time. They're gonna be like, no, it's tomorrow. You gotta come back tomorrow at 11 a.m. If you go there Friday at 1 p.m., they're gonna be like, it's too late. Doctor's very busy right now, so you missed your appointed time. So the appointed time for the prophecies to happen, the end time prophecies, are right now, right? They've been happening, but especially right now, the Lord is turning things up, right? But at the end,
Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie.
Yeah.
Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
So it's speaking, meaning it's happening, it's taking place. It's not it says though it tarry, wait for it, because these prophecies was written thousands of years ago. But now it's happening. Now there's no more delay. There's no more delay of the MOTB, because it's in the news with Elon Musk dealing with the Neuralink, right? With AI, with WW3, with Matthew 24, wars and rumors of wars, right? So now it's not tarrying, but you still have people in the world, still have Jakes, they don't care. It's like they're blind. Even though they see it, it's like they're blind. Like they don't care. They just want to party, Can you go to verse 6?
Verse 6. Habakkuk 2:6. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his?
Yes, so that's Esau, Edom, right? Because the Amalekites, they're going all around the world right now. They're starting forest fires. They're causing these things to happen so that they could take the land, right? Especially in like Argentina and Chile, right? And the U.S. does that too. They did that for Hawaii, right? But they used a laser weapon from space. I forgot exactly what it's called. The laser weapon that they shot down the laser. I forgot what it's called. But woe to him that increases that which is not his. And also, Esau, Edom, he wants to put the sanctions on the Persians, right? So they can't develop their missiles. Well, they can't develop their long-range missiles, right? But this is going into the fact that Esau, Edom is going into different countries of Africa because Africa is very resourceful. They have a lot of resources, especially the ones that Esau wants to develop more missiles and to forward the digital system. Like
was it Colton,
and then you have cobalt.
You have rubber too.
Rubber. They want silver, because silver is going to be hot and heavy during this whole digital age. Dealing with all the battery, I think, because I think silver is better. Silver is better than copper for conducting electricity, I think. So it works way better and faster. So Africa is very resourceful. So they're going in there under false pretenses, right? Woe meaning destruction. Can you read that again?
Yeah. Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 6. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increases that which is not his? How long?
Yeah. Now go ahead.
How long unto him that laid it himself would take claim?
So
So I made a video on that. I brought out this on the
Yeah.
clip on a video I made yesterday.
Bro, 40 trillion.
So that's what I made a video on. Yeah.
40 trillion.
Yeah. And that taunting proverb, like the brother was saying, but also a lot of these countries like Iran, it calls America what? The Great Satan. Eh?
Yeah.
Because a proverb is kind of like a nickname or like a negative connotation to a person. So they took out that proverb like, they calling America what? The Great Satan, man. The enemy, man.
Yeah.
Babylon. You understand?
Russia is saying that they worship Baal. Russia.
Time. So all these countries have a negative connotation toward America, man.
Yeah. Well, I would say the leaders and like people that know about stuff, but like the average people, they still want to come to America, for a better life.
But really, they just want to come to America to make money.
Yeah.
Because even a lot of them, they still have a negative connotation.
Yeah.
But because they don't want their people to be Americanized. Like if they come here, they wouldn't want their children to be Americanized.
Yeah.
But because what is it? Money, man. People sell out for money, man.
Yeah.
That money shit have you compromised, man.
Yeah.
You understand? So they still want to come to America, but they want to come to America to make money. They don't rate your values or your moral code.
Yeah.
They look down upon that shit.
Yeah.
They look down upon a lot of the shit that American government doing throughout the world, man.
Yeah.
You understand? Just like Revelation 18 when it says the merchants gonna fall off.
Yeah.
Be wailing. Because they're saying, who we're gonna trade with. Because these nations are gonna shoot missiles at America, but it's gonna be bittersweet. Because America is the cash cow.
Yeah.
Because like damn, the whole world economy is destroyed if the America is destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be like fuck, it's bittersweet. Like damn, we just destroyed America.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do now?
Yeah. Who's gonna buy our stuff?
What you gonna do now is go into slavery. You Moabites, you Russian Edomites, you Elamites. You know what I mean? You're gonna go into captivity, man. That's what you're gonna do, man. So don't worry about it. Yeah, you're gonna be crying while we slapping chains on you, man. You understand? Slacking.
No. I want to get to verse 8. Go to verse 8.
Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 8. Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee.
So they spoil many nations, like I said before. They take their goods. You know, they go into these countries and they take their goods. They take the gold. They take the silver, the oil.
Hey, Trump,
the oil.
Trump saying, yo, take the oil, man. Trump saying, yo, take the oil.
Yeah.
He want to take Cog Island, man. That's what he said he doing in Venezuela. Yeah, we taking the oil, man. Got the oil, man. Venezuela, we got the oil. That's a proud devil, man.
Yeah.
But that's how we like our devils, like DJ Trump.
Yeah.
Red-blooded devil, man. So again.
Nah, it's alright.
You want to continue?
Yeah.
And Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 7, shall they not rise up suddenly, that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them.
So Babylon's gonna be a booty unto these other nations, which is a spoil, right? Now I want to get to Isaiah 9.
From the top.
I think Isaiah 9 and 5.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 9 verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood.
Yep. Because back then, right?
Up close and personal.
The warriors, they would meet like, all right, perfect example, like when you read in like Judges and 1 Samuel, 2 Samuel, 1 Kings, 2 Kings, those are records of wars.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord actually tells you the number of their armies, like 200,000 men, 300,000 men, this many thousand men died because it was up close and personal.
Yeah.
And also they had to have, people on both sides that was keeping records of how many people died, of the stock of the weapons and all that. They had to have that. So like back then it was up close and personal.
Yeah, you can watch the movies online, man. 300, Troy, even Odyssey that just came out. There's a plethora of war movies that you can watch. Even modern war was that until like the 1900s.
Yeah.
Because you watch those different the Civil War movies in America.
Yeah.
It was like they had guns and shit. Whoa. You know what I'm saying? So war was up close and personal until about like the last 100 or so years.
Yeah.
So to speak.
True.
For the most part, because you had like arrows and shit, but
Yeah.
it's still yet to me like on a battlefield somewhere. You couldn't like, because right now you could fucking press a button, you be in New York, press a button and drop a bomb in fucking Afghanistan, man.
Yeah.
Send a drone in Afghanistan or some crazy shit. But now today, back then you had to be in the vicinity, man. Where they're shooting the arrow.
Yeah.
Even when the scripture talk about they shooting the arrow.
Yeah.
Send one end of the earth to another.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of odd, regular archer do that?
No.
It's talking about nuclear missiles, man.
Yeah.
Those ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missiles.
What scripture is that again?
Which one? The one I'm reading?
No, they just said.
You have to look it up. Archer shall shoot from one end of the earth to another.
Yeah.
That's not a person, actual archer. No, it's talking about them nuclear silos being let off, man. And the missiles going from one continent to another. That's why it's called intercontinental ballistic missiles. Isaiah chapter 9, verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood.
Yeah.
But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. So bring. I'm gonna bring it back to what we said before, right? I'm gonna search on Google. The Iran developing long range missiles, right? Because burning and fuel of fire, that's the missiles, that's the technology of the missiles, dealing with nuclear fission and fusion, right? That's burning and fuel of fire, because when they shoot them off, what's making it go, what's propelling it? That's fire, right? But then also when the missile itself is going to open and release the munitions or the warheads, right? I think the right term is munition. I'm not sure, but it's warheads. Yeah. So it's going to open up. It's going to have many warheads coming from it, and then those are going to be propelled by fire. But then when they hit their target, it's going to explode, which is fire. Yeah, it's going to detonate. So with burning and fuel of fire. So I wanna get this. So like missiles. So I just put in Iran developing long range missiles. It says Iran unveils 15,000 kilometer missiles to reach U.S. soil, right? On Google it says Iran has stated an ambition, so it's something that they want to do. That's why Trump's like, you'll put these sanctions on them so they can't do it. But the Lord is going to override that. Through time we're going to see it because of prophecy. Has stated an ambition to extend its ballistic missile range to 15,000 kilometers alongside rapid ongoing reconstruction of its domestic missile production, domestic meaning home missile production, because I think back when the war started, like in the beginning, the U.S. struck their nuclear bases where they were developing the missiles inside the country. Yeah. So right now they want to rebuild all that, right? Domestic missile production infrastructure and underground missiles. They have missile cities. Damn.
Yeah.
So Esau don't even know about that. He's like, damn, what's a missile city?
Yeah, you can watch videos on that. You just have a bunch like on the ground, like a basement of fucking missiles.
Yeah.
Missiles for days, man.
So I want to get 15,000 kilometers to miles. Damn, that's 9,320, right? So that's an extremely long range missiles.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let me see, distance from Iran to U.S. The distance from Iran to U.S. is only 7,153 miles. So the Persians want to develop over 9,000 miles, right? So basically they hit their target already.
Iran to U.S.?
Yeah.
Square miles?
No,
Yeah, 7,000 miles. Yeah.
Yeah. So the missile that they want to have developed is 15,000 kilometers, which is 9,000.
Yeah.
9,320 miles. So they'd already reached their target, right? And that's an ICBM, right? And it says with burning and fuel of fire. So that's the what do you call it? Not war games. It's not war games. Geopolitics, you would say. That's the fight that they're having right now. Like, yo, we're forcing you not to develop these missiles.
Because Iran understand they have to go that route.
Yeah.
To protect themselves, man.
Yeah.
But really, they have to go that route to fulfill prophecy of shooting missiles on America.
Yeah. I think I found the scripture where it said it's 2 Ezra 16 is actually in that same chapter. Second 16 and 13.
This book of 2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 13. For strong is the right hand that bendeth the bow.
And that's the Most High.
Yep.
Because let me get a scripture where it says the hand of the Lord are men, right? Hand of Lord. Because the Most High isn't going to come down and take each, go into the missile base and say, get out of the way, press this missile, go to another. No. The Lord has men for that. And really, the Lord is going to tell the angels to do it. The Lord's going to tell the angels to either put the spirit on the people that are inside these, missile control centers or whatever they call them to do it, or the angels are just going to press the button themselves, or they're just going to hover over these bases and make those things go off. Right. So it says,
which has happened before.
Yes. They have records of it, and they were super scared. Let me see. KJV. Psalm 17 and 14. This is not the one that I want, but I'm gonna get it anyways. Because the one that I want, I can't think of it right now. Psalms 17 and 14. 17 and 13. I'm going to read 14, but not all the way. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him. That him is talking about Esau, Edom, the wicked. Cast him down from his power, because they're still ruling. All these nations still look up to the white man. The woman that's in these other nations, if they're light skinned, when they go into the sun and they turn brown, they're like, oh man, I'm dark now. But 100 years ago, 200 years ago, they were brown. They were either light brown or dark brown, but it just will mix in with, Esau. Deliver my soul from the wicked. The Esau is a border of wickedness. Job 9 and 24, right? Which is thy sword. So the Esau is the sword of the Lord, right? He's blessed with the sword. He's blessed with the ability to kill. That's what a sword do. And he's blessed with the ability to come up with all these advanced weapons. The missiles, the sonic sound technology. They have technology where you could flick a switch and fry your brain. Yeah. Right? They have technology to where bullets can turn around the corner. Right? Yeah. So, which is thy sword? And Russia is included in that too, because they're Edomites. Because the Lord is going to put the spirit on Russia to kick off shooting, basically starting the nuclear war against Babylon, which is America, and Israel, right? From men which are thy hands. So men are the hand of the Lord, meaning power, control, their ability to do things, strength. O Lord, from men of the world. And the world, is talking about the elites ultimately, right? Men of the world. And then trickling on down to the world leaders and these governments. So the hand of the Lord are men, right? So the Lord is gonna put the spirit on men, using the angels to kick off.
Yeah, because the scriptures also speak about the children of Israel being the battle axe, weapon of war.
Yes. I don't know if you want to finish that.
Yeah.
That's it. Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's right.
It's all I can move.
No. Second Ezra chapter 16, verse 13, right?
Yeah.
For strong is the right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss.
So
because Esau have this defense, air defense.
Yeah.
But that shit ain't gonna be working in that day, man. When the war really, when the nuclear exchange happen, man, those air defenses are gonna be rendered, rendered ineffective.
Yes.
Or rendered null and void, man.
Yeah.
For strong is the right hand to bend the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, ends of the world. ICBMs.
Yeah.
Shot in the ends of the world. Can a regular archer shoot an arrow from America to China?
Unless he's Goku. that's pretty much it. But no, the answer is no.
Yeah.
No one can do that. Maybe like a very good archer can shoot like probably 1 mile, I'll say, maybe like a couple of feet, but you can't do that. An archer can't stay in China and shoot.
You can't even shoot from New York to fucking Jersey.
No, you can't do that. So what is it talking about? What do they call the missiles anyway? They call the missiles they call them arrows.
Mm-hmm.
So it says I'm sorry, go ahead.
They call it what do they call it? Missing nuclear, a broken arrow or something?
Yeah. When a missile is defective.
Yeah, I don't call it a broken arrow.
Yeah, I think that was in a movie back in the days.
Yeah. And that ain't by mistake, that ain't by coincidence, that's by prophecy.
Yeah.
You understand? Second Ezra chapter 16. You want me to continue or you have something else?
16 and
14. You want to go to 14?
Read the last part again. Read the last part and then
I'll just read it again. For the strong is the right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world.
So the ends meaning from one end to the other. What is that?
ICBMs.
The ICBMs being shot from one hemisphere to the other hemisphere because Russia, China, Iran, those European countries that are allied with America, that's going to turn their backs on them, according to Obadiah, the book of Obadiah, right?
Revelation 2.
Yeah, Revelation 2. Right? They're on the other side of the world, so they're at one end, and then the arrows are going to be shot from one end to the other end, meaning America.
Yep.
Right?
Which is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Now you want to continue or you have something else?
You could read verse 14 and
verse 14, 2 Ezra 16 and 14. Behold, the plagues are set and shall not return again until they come upon the earth.
Yeah, so the plagues, right? Because when you go back up, when we started with verse 5, the plagues are sent unto you. So
multiplicity.
If you read that, you're like, oh, it's talking about, diseases. No. But no, when you go down to verse 14, it explains it because verse 14 is explaining verse 13.
Like you broke it down beautifully. It's an infestation or a multiplicity of things.
Yeah, because it's going to be like 200 million.
Yeah.
That's
200,000.
Bro, if you were to go out into the subway and see like 100 rats gathered together, that'll make you want to puke. That's disgusting.
Crawl your blood.
Yeah, it's gonna be like, oh man, I'm probably gonna have a nightmare for like 2 days. So that's it. It's gonna be an infestation. Swarm. Yeah, that's the word. A swarm. Like you see a swarm of bees.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a swarm of missiles. Right? It says, behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. That's going into Joel, they shall not break their ranks.
Yeah, Joel 2.
Because deal with them.
Because the missiles are the army of the Lord.
Yeah. That's one army. You have the angels.
Yeah.
You have the missiles. Mm-hmm. And then you have the elect.
Yeah, it's beautiful, yeah. Break it down.
So it says, until they come, shall not return again until they come upon the earth. So that means a missile defense system, they're not gonna work.
Yeah.
You know, the Iron Dome.
The missiles go into the atmosphere.
Yes, yes.
And then come back on Earth.
Yeah.
Go into the outer atmosphere.
Yeah.
And they have to re-enter. Because they have what they call the re-entry vehicle.
Yeah.
So all of that is part of the nuclear missile build.
Yeah.
Because they have to go into the outer atmosphere and they have to have their re-entry vehicle back into the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Like I said, they're not gonna miss until they come upon the Earth, man.
Yes.
So they're not gonna be shot in the air, man.
When they're shot and they're up in the air, you know, up in the upper atmosphere, they're not gonna lose Wi-Fi connection and then go out into space and then detonate into an asteroid or something.
That's what Esau would hit, but nah. These missiles are they're gonna hit their targets, man.
He's gonna put that in a movie soon. That's what he wishes for to happen.
Yeah, but the Lord is gonna put His Spirit, because like you were saying, like the scriptures say, the missiles are part of the army of the Lord, man. That's why the Lord is having these nations build up their missiles, because He build up my fucking army, man.
Yeah, because countries that don't have missiles, or they only have a few, they're developing. One is Poland. Another one is Iran. Iran has missiles, but they have short range missiles, and they most likely have long range missiles already in those missile cities, but they're just playing along like they're just developing. Probably they're advancing the range of it. Probably the ranges, this is just me speaking, this is just speculation, right? Probably they have a missile that's probably like 5,000 miles, 6,000, but they want to get up to 9,000. Yeah, because Russia is a superpower. You know, Russia has good technology. Russia already has, you know, ICBMs. Okay. So I'm pretty sure they're sharing the info to the scientists on how to do certain stuff. So, like, prophecy is gonna happen no matter what.
Yeah, because this nuclear war have to happen according to prophecy, man. Everything is falling in line to lead up to that culmination of nuclear war.
Yeah.
You understand? Of which this lesson was mainly focused upon that.
Yeah.
And then we still have to look for the chip to come same way.
Oh yeah, I wanna get let me just get that and close it off.
3016?
Yeah. Because that all ties in, like the Lord has everything connected. Or you say interconnected.
Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And He causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
So, causeth all. But if you're rich or if you're poor, but if you're small or great, meaning if you're a celebrity, you're worth $10 million, or you're just an average Joe making, you know, $50,000, $60,000, trying to make ends meet.
Yeah.
You know, trying to pay rent on time. You know, or if you're free or bond. The people in jail, there's something called a Cognify, right? And it's a technology to where, like they're gonna hook you up to some machine, you know, however they do it, and they're gonna put a chip inside of you to where they could beam down the signal, however they do it, to where 25 years is spent in like 10 minutes. And also, you know, they have like incentives. If you take the MOTB, if you take the chip, then you don't have to do 20 years. You could just do 6 months and then just walk free, which that's going into all hell breaking loose, because the Lord's gonna have these prisoners, you know, be released. So like everything is like a web, you know, it's like interconnected. Yeah. And can you go on?
Yeah.
And the mark is the RFID CHIP, right?
Yep.
Go ahead.
And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
Yeah, so no man might buy or sell. So that can't be talking about sleeping with white women. How does that going into transactions like, I don't know, that can't be talking about Christianity, because
we all have it.
How can Christianity...
That means we all have the mark.
Yeah, so how can a religion help me buy food? Because this is a melting pot, right? I believe there's a scripture that says mingled people. All nations are here with all type of religions.
Kind of that don't make sense, but you could just lie and say, "Yeah, I'm a Christian."
Yeah. Yeah, like.
It has to be something signified by you for sure.
Yeah, so it's going into something that's gonna be implanted into you, right? And that's how you're gonna be able to buy and sell. Going into the digital system.
Yep.
And I'm really saying this because I want to connect. I want to connect how the missiles are somehow linked to the digital system is because of the technology. The semiconductor, right? AI, right? The same technology that's a part of the missiles, right, is going to be a part of the data centers and the RFID chip. So the Lord has everything linked because it's going to be a digital world. The missiles, when the Lord actually like puts a spirit in them for them to be shut off, they're going to be super advanced, right?
It makes sense because the scripture say they shall not miss.
Yeah. So we're just like getting a taste of it right now, which they are pretty much advanced right now. But 6 months ago, we're way more advanced in technology right now.
Yeah.
Dealing with AI, right?
Yeah.
Because you have the chip to semiconductors, right? As the different months pass on, they get smaller and smaller. The transistors is like 1/1,000,000th of an inch or something like that. And like a few months later, it's 1/1,000,000th of an inch. Like they get smaller and smaller, more advanced.
As the knowledge increases.
Yes. So that's talking about the digital system, the digital prison. Everything is linked.
Yep.
So dealing with the MOTV, right? You won't be able to buy or sell, right? Because going into the words, I don't know if you want to go into it.
No, you can rock it up.
Oh yeah.
No, but you got something else to say?
No, I said.
So the chip and the World War III, all of that's interconnected.
Yeah.
The economic collapse.
Yeah.
All that stuff is heavily interconnected. And we mainly focus on the geopolitics.
Yeah.
The World War III aspect, but we can't forget the chip aspect, economic aspect. Well, we touch on the economic aspect, but we can't forget the chip aspect and how the chip ties into all of this, because that's going to be the main indicator before the missiles are shut off.
The hour of temptation. Don't take it. Don't take the chip.
Yeah. But ultimately, you have to be in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai not to take the chip, man. Because you can say that all you want, but if you're a nigga, you won't take the chip, man.
Yeah.
And guess what? Even if somehow you don't take the chip, you're gonna still be destroyed. If you're not of the elect, even if you don't take the chip, you're gonna be destroyed. Because there's gonna be a lot of Edomites that don't take the chip. Them Bible Belt. A lot of
Patriots.
Patriots, yeah. A lot of them ain't gonna take the chip, but if they Edomites, a lot of Jakes probably gonna take the chips too, because they're gonna be rebellious and fuck. They probably might be up on game, but still, nonetheless, if they're not of the elect, they're gonna be destroyed. The real step is serving Yahweh Shem Yahushai in truth and sincerity. Yeah. And the Lord is gonna be with you in that day, through it all, deliver you from the chip, the hour of temptation, and ultimately the nuclear missiles. Because after the chip is the missiles. You have to be delivered from both. God. You want to close it out?
Yeah, that was a lesson. Lord wills edifying. Want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I want to say shalom.
Shalom. Abba.